cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in too. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in too. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, K Money, and in the building with me, my co-host, Freddie G, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. And you can find us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And if you're on YouTube, please don't forget to like and or subscribe. Welcome back, fellas, to another episode of True Tuesday. Today, fellas, I thought we'd discuss what happened last Friday in New York. I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but it was a popular social media influencer. Mm-hmm. Cenat. Yeah, I hope I'm not butchering his name. I apologize if I am, but he's a famous social media influencer, as I stated, who's been charged with inciting a riot.
Right.
And basically, he posted online that he was doing a huge giveaway. Now, keep in mind, this guy has over 4 million followers on YouTube,
right.
5 million on Instagram, and 6.5 on Twitch, which I've never heard of Twitch, but I'm not on social media like that. Anyway, he streamed that he would be giving away computers, PS5s, microphones, keyboards, webcams, game chairs, headphones, and gift cards. Mm-hmm. So,
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know,
and people coming just to get something free.
Man, the crowd, they say they went from having 300 kids to over thousands in minutes.
Real quick.
So, you know, it ended up.
And the riot was over what?
Well, basically him doing this huge giveaway. You know, he has that big of a following to where the kids, you know, pretty much accumulated at Union Square in a short amount of time to where, you know, it caused traffic problems, and they started doing immature things, though, you know, jumping on cars and throwing things and just being...
So basically he started a block party.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what police are saying, you know. And they're blaming him for all the negativity that started happening.
Yeah. Did anybody get killed? Anybody hurt?
Nobody got...
Well, a lot of people got hurt, though.
You know, from throwing, they started throwing shit. So people were getting hit, you know, just normal everyday pedestrians, you know, were having to deal with shit that they wasn't expecting.
Right. I got you.
So it's just a lot of foolishness.
Right.
Unnecessary bullshit.
Did they have just all different types of races?
Well, it was teenagers, man, and I don't know the races, but
no.
But young. So just imagine all these young kids get together.
And you can't get them together.
And something is just going to happen. They're going to have that attention, you know.
Happen, man.
And just, when you got that many young people and that much
something's going to
happen.
happen.
Everybody got their phone, so somebody try to do something to get seen.
It's too much energy.
Got viral.
Somebody is a video
viral maker.
Viral.
I'm finna make something go viral.
Somebody's got to be that everywhere you go.
Yep.
So pretty much, you know, this guy, he got arrested. And that was another issue, you know. I've never heard of him. Has either of you guys heard of the guy?
No, I'm not familiar with him. I'm not that big.
That's because we're not kids.
Right.
And of course, you mentioned a platform. He was on Twitch.
Yeah.
He got 65 million followers on Twitch.
I'm not even sure what Twitch is.
So I've never heard of him.
But he has a very large following, and for it to grow as fast as it did,
right?
You know, that says a lot.
Yeah.
You know, the police in New York were, they say the crowd grew and individuals in the park began to commit acts of violence toward the police and the public.
Right.
So, you know, that sound like youngsters.
You know
they
what?
say some police got hurt out there.
Is he African or something?
I'm not sure what his nationality is.
That name is...
It looks like that. You know those commercials, you've probably seen them ads that come on your thing on your phone. The guy has some really big eyes. I know y'all done seen him, and he's like, huh? He always does that. Well, I seen him at quite a few basketball games with those rappers. I'm thinking it's him.
I know who you're talking
He
about.
has a large following. Like, I'm like, why is he all these basketball? Who is this dude? I see him on the commercials, but who is
Oh, no,
he?
that's not this guy. I know who you talking about.
Yeah,
though, but no, that's
so
not
I'm
this guy.
thinking, because I was like, I see him on commercials, but I don't see him on nothing else. So I think he has like a name like that, but it's probably not him. My bad.
Okay, I also see, man, they say that people walking around with shovels, axes, and tools from construction sites. So, yeah, these are, and lighting fireworks.
Was he giving away fireworks and shovels? And
you said that he was arrested. What did they actually charge him with?
yeah,
Inciting a riot, which sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
to me it sounded like a nice block party that people just decided to start stealing other stuff other than what was given. Because unless he was giving away shovels, what you need shovels for? Why kids? Why?
K-Money, elaborate on. You say it sounds familiar. Elaborate on why it sounds familiar.
Well, it's somebody else that's been in the news very recently for a very similar charge that we all should have. We all should know this person, which was our 46th president, Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. You know, he was also has been charged with inciting a riot, and which brings me to wanting to know: do you think these guys will be charged differently? You know, I already feel like there's been a difference in the charging. You know, this guy's already been, like I said, arrested. They snatched him up quick,
fast,
right? But they were climbing up the White House walls and stuff.
But what they was doing was worse, is what we saying here. Now, maybe it was a few people got hurt here, but it's people died there too.
People have died. Nobody died on this ride right here.
That's what I'm saying.
I think going in.
What I'm saying
Capitol.
is his was worse. The White House
the
riot was
president.
worse.
Yeah, that was worse.
That was worse. That was way worse. You can't. So the kids, I'll be surprised if anybody do any jail time. I think that's a lot of community service and a lot of maybe tickets and fines. But to me, that's just the big block party that got out of hand.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
But the charges are the same. And look what happened to this young man. He's already, you know what I'm saying?
They already arrested him.
You just said out your own mouth that it was worse, you know, at the White House, which I agree with you.
Not the riot, the Capitol.
The Capitol. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Capitol.
thanks for correcting me, Freddie G.
Yeah, sorry.
But you said it out your own mouth that it was worse there, which I totally agree.
Yeah.
You know, these people were violent. They were purposely being violent. And here the kids in New York were just being stupid.
Right.
And just
being kids, basically.
Yeah, basically being kids.
Uh-huh.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like the adults. It's you can't charge. The adults knew what they were doing.
Of course.
The kids. I mean, of course, they knew what they were doing, but they're kids.
But they weren't trying to be.
They weren't trying.
They weren't out to cause any harm.
Yeah, but they weren't trying to climb
So
into the Capitol.
When y'all saying kids,
you know.
I know we can't put an age to everybody. There was thousands of folks out there. But if you had to put an age range, from what age range to what do you think was out there as far as in New York inciting this so-called riots and vandalism and all that stuff? By what age group? Man,
I'm gonna say it from teenagers to mid-20s. You know, as far as the type of follow that this young man has.
From 13 to let's say 25.
That's a good age.
That's a good age.
From 13 to 25.
That's a good age.
Okay, so let's give 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18.
And even 18.
Let's give them a pass, right? So from 20 to 25. From 20 to 25, if they out there vandalizing and doing certain stuff, should they get a pass too?
Nope. Nope. They should be
because they actually. So with them being arrested, with those, because they said a few of them were arrested too. They actually committed some sort of crime.
Correct.
As far as vandalism.
Right.
So you get what you deserve. You're on the spot. You see the police out there, and you still commit this crime or these acts in front of the police, right? Focus on Kai inciting that riot. They're trying to charge him with inciting a riot. You know, I would want to know, like, damn, man, what's the difference between him and Donald Trump?
It's no different. It's just the difference. I'll tell you, the difference is politics. The difference is the type of money Donald Trump got versus the money this little guy got. You know,
because you basically the host of that riot, so that's how they charging him, as the host. That's how I feel, because I'm pretty sure he didn't go and steal shovels and other stuff that other people did.
So
since
when you say host,
he hosted it.
Do you think that that's different from inciting a riot?
For one, I don't think this young man thought that this crowd would get as large as it did. You know
Probably
what I'm saying?
not.
So when he had the idea to do what he did, I don't think, he knew that it would grow as it did. So to say he hosted,
but but you do have followers. How many followers you say he had? 65
Okay,
6.5 million
so
on
let me
one.
ask
So you think
media.
5 people gonna show up? He got 65
so
million?
let me ask you this,
Even if
then.
he just got 1% of them people show up,
Yeah.
just
Let me
1%.
ask you this:
Yeah.
the word riot.
Uh-huh.
Do you associate that with positive or negative?
negative.
Negative.
Yeah, it's all day negative.
Okay, now this kid, his intent was to do something good.
Right.
It was.
Donald Trump intent
Was to do
was
something
to do
bad.
something bad
Yeah.
Right.
because you felt like you should have
Won
won the
this
election.
election.
Y'all
Yeah.
go do blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
Yeah.
So the intent. So Donald Trump, to me, intended
Yeah.
to start a riot.
It was intent. Yeah.
And we all agree that when you think of riot, you think of negativity.
Correct.
Right.
Right.
So you should be charged with inciting a riot as such because
Right.
of your intent.
Because
in my opinion.
I believe.
My opinion.
I believe so.
Now this kid was intending to do something good
Giveaway.
by giving away.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just caused, here's the word, not riot, pandemonium.
Yeah.
Right. And then not only that, I call it, this is what I call it. I'm in the car with, I don't know, this is just the scenario. I'm in the car. Freddie G, I need a ride to work. Freddie G got 10 pounds of cocaine in the trunk, allegedly.
Why do I have cocaine, man? Give me some.
I'm just saying, but I'm the good guy. I'm going to work. Hey, my car, I got 2 flats. I got to get to work. So hey, Freddie, can you come by? But you say, yeah, I got you, bro. But we come by and we get pulled over, and then you got the smack in your trunk.
What?
But I'm the good guy, right? So I'm the good guy. I ain't did nothing. But I'm going to be guilty by association. Same thing with the YouTuber. So same thing. He planned to do something good, but since everybody else, other people in the crowd decided to do something else,
I'm not
he's
gonna lie,
be
bro.
guilty because he's the host of what he tried to bring together. He hosted that.
That was a bad analogy.
That is not bad. He's
Yeah.
guilty by association because of the people that he brought in that did the dirt. He hosted it, so he's responsible for whatever happens at that event.
No, because you got. They said kids with rides jumping on cars. He's not responsible for their actions.
If he would have never brought it together, it would have never happened, right? Now, close your mouth and answer the question.
I'm still trying to understand how is he accountable for. Okay, he got those kids to come out there.
Right.
I
So
get
once
that.
he got that, he's
responsible for once he-
ultimately responsible for that particular Travis Scott.
So if you go
When
to
they
a
was trying
concert-
they was trying all them deaths of Travis Scott. They was trying to bring charges on Travis Scott.
True.
Travis Scott was nothing but he was just the performer, but you tried to bring charges on him because he's responsible. That is his concert.
No. Stop right there.
Right.
Stop right there. It wasn't Travis Scott's responsibility. It was Live Nation.
It was, but who were they trying to bring? Who were they trying to bring charges to, though?
And it was the responsibility of NRG to make sure adequate
Crowd
security
control, yeah.
was there. And
Right.
now here's the thing. There were no criminal charges.
Who did they
There were civil suits. There were civil suits.
Civil.
Filed
Okay.
against
Yeah,
them.
of course, if you're gonna do a civil suit, you're gonna try to
Yeah.
sue everybody that was in charge.
Why you trying to
Involved,
say
right.
That was
man?
involved.
Right.
That was involved because his name was attached to it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, man, NRG should have made sure that they had proper crowd control,
Right.
the ambulances,
Yeah.
paramedics, and all that stuff on hand.
And I agree.
Live Nation putting all that stuff together.
Right, and this is an event that they knew it would be a large crowd
Travis
also.
should not be even involved, because if that's the case, you should have sued the lower people that probably opened up for him right before him, people that with no names that's just trying to get on. If that's
How
the
you
case,
know? How
why
you know that they wasn't a part of the suit though? See, you got to think. Travis was the bigger name,
Right.
So we could people would resonate with that name. But the suit
Could have
actually included a
other
whole
names.
bunch of other people.
Could
Yeah.
have. Could have.
No, it did.
It did.
It did.
I'm sure it is.
You investigated.
If they want a ticket, I'm
Man,
sure.
you know me, man.
Well, all right, whatever. I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, but again, that event, they knew a large crowd would be there. So, they could have planned accordingly for that one. So you really can't compare the two.
Right.
Well, again, nah. Again, the intent was different for Trump's. I think they should get what they deserve. I think the ones at his spot, I think only because he hosted it. You gotta. If you just, I don't know, man.
So do you think Trump is getting preferential treatment because of his statue and the
of
person
course
that he is?
You know he is.
I think so.
All day long. You know he is, man. All day.
So if Kai got arrested and he goes to trial before Donald Trump goes to trial and is found guilty, do you think Trump basically is in that same boat and should be found guilty as well? I mean, because like I say, what's the difference?
Yeah, he should be found guilty as well.
Now, let me also ask this. So we know that Kai got arrested, right?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I don't know what his bond was or whatever, but I would assume he posted a bond.
Yeah, he had
Okay.
pointed out.
Okay. Now, was Trump actually arrested?
No.
I just heard he was arraigned.
So
He took pictures, remember? I thought. No, they didn't take no pictures. That's
yeah.
right.
So
That's what they were
was
saying.
he actually arrested?
I don't.
And if
I
he
don't
was,
think so.
and if there was a charge for inciting a riot,
he should have been
it's
arrested.
already jacked up.
Yeah. You already see the difference.
Yeah, he should have been arrested.
You already see the
Preferential
difference.
treatment
Yeah,
being given.
he haven't been arrested for that.
Yeah.
Donald's was worse. He should have been under the jail. The other guy, I think he should have been arrested, maybe a $10,000 bond, out in the same day, maybe a little community service, because it wasn't organized.
And
But I'll give him a slap on the wrist.
And that was part of the issue. They're
Yeah.
saying that he didn't notify the police,
That's
nor
what I'm
did he
saying.
get the correct permit.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of things that come into factor. So you committed a crime, I give him a little $5,000 fine. You'd give him maybe 20 hours of community service. Apologize to the
So what
community,
happened?
and that's
so,
it.
So,
And I'm done.
So
with it.
let's say this.
Yeah.
Y'all know that let's use Taylor Swift for an example, right? Mm-hmm. Here recently, they said how her concerts is actually contributing to the U.S. economy because of the billions that is generated. Mm-hmm. So it's actually
Doing some good.
doing some good
Yeah.
for the U.S. economy, right?
Right.
Let's say Taylor Swift is on social media, on a live, right? And she says, hey, man, to my fans, I'm going to the Gucci shop, to the Galleria. And I'm going to buy me some Gucci shoes today.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy me some slippers or whatever she's going to buy. I'm going to the Galleria, and she gets off her live.
Right.
You know how many people
Gonna be
Yeah.
at the
are going to be
Galleria.
at the Galleria. So
That's a good analogy, bro. Compared to the shit that you
but I'm
use.
about to get both of y'all. I'm glad you agree with him. As a comedian 96, there's certain comedians that just pops up. Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
All right. But you know what he does in advance? He calls his security team. He makes sure wherever destination he's going
let me challenge that.
No, it's nothing to challenge.
No, it is
because
because I finna tell you
he should
why.
have did the same thing. If Dave
tell you
can
why
do
it's
it,
something to challenge.
go ahead.
It's something to challenge because he's dealing with a security team for his protection.
Correct.
His protection.
Yeah.
So if his security team,
and the protection of others inside of there.
Man, that's for his protection.
That was for his protection.
That's for
Come
his
on, bro.
protection.
You know that.
We just saw him hug somebody on stage. He don't need no protection.
No, he didn't hug nobody. The people around him hugged that dude.
No, did you see the video? No, that was him.
No. The people around him hugged.
It was one-on-one. The one of the dude all white.
Listen, I done heard so many comedians tell the story. The comedians that were there, they actually told some of the stories of what happened behind stage to that backstage with that dude.
It wasn't. I'm talking about the one on stage.
That wasn't Chappelle. This was after Will Smith incident with Chris Rock.
No, this is before Will Smith. The one I'm talking about.
I ain't never heard nothing before.
Okay, go watch the video.
The only person that I ever seen. A comedian that I ever seen do something on his own to somebody was DC Young Fly.
DC Young Fly.
That's it. Yep. That's the only one. And what you talking about, Chappelle? I ain't never seen that.
Okay, go watch it.
I ain't never seen that.
Go have to pull that up.
It may be fake though.
It
looked fake. It looked. I ain't gonna lie. It looked fake. I was just hoping it was Dave. I think it looked like it's Dave.
The truth come out.
No, but don't shout out boy what I said. He does pop-up shows.
No,
and like I
that's
said,
for his protection.
It doesn't matter.
That's for
gets
his
security.
protection.
He gets.
That's for his protection.
But the point I'm saying is, he does call and he makes sure his due diligence is done before he arrives where he's going. Same thing that other guy should have did.
Listen,
so you cannot.
That's for his protection.
If you finna bring 1% of 65 million followers together, brother, you should have had.
Here's the difference.
Here's
the difference with that too. You say Dave do a pop-up show, right?
Right.
When you're speaking of him doing a pop-up show,
and he brings thousands of people out.
Hold on. So Dave actually go on social media and says, "Hey, I'm gonna be here."
Yes.
Or do he actually pop up?
IG.
Or do he just go and pop up?
He'll just go on his live and just say, "Hey man, I'm gonna be in Houston, blah 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 blah," and then all of a sudden that live, I guess it just go out, and then you just lucky enough to see it and find where he's at, and then by word of mouth, people just start coming. So it's like the internet guy. That guy, same thing. People just coming. You don't know who's coming. You don't know if it's somebody gay waiting to come beat his ass. You don't know. So if he
Dave
can do it,
when Dave pops up, he pops up to go inside a venue. When Dave shows up. He's to go inside a venue.
But he still got to He got to go from outside to inside. He got to go from outside to inside. He just don't magically fly up in the inside.
Hold on. He goes inside a venue, right?
Yeah.
So when he goes inside a venue,
right,
that means that there's a fire code, right?
Right.
For the venue, right?
Right.
And there's security, whatever, to be inside the venue.
Mm-hmm.
This dude was on the street.
At the same time.
And the crowd on the street
the point
is different. Dave is calling.
It doesn't matter inside or outside.
For security, and it's a venue.
Okay, so in that same scenario, let me ask you this, Comedian 96.
Okay.
Once Dave enters the venue, is he responsible for everybody outside that has gathered?
Yes. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Oh, no. Okay. Now. Back to you giddily.
No, you stay okay
I forget that. Back to you. No. So
you answer his question. You can't handle this over here. You got to get past him.
Man, I just forgot.
I tell you what, Comedian 96. What? You lost that one, brother.
Yeah, you need to go and throw that white flag.
14%.
Yeah, because you was about to contradict yourself from the last saying of when Keith asked the same question.
I wasn't going to contradict. All I was going to say, Freddie G. Now, I want to say this to you. I'm going to win right here. This is how I'm going to win.
So you conceding that you lost to K Money? You conceding that you lost to K Money?
Okay,
yes or no?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Okay.
Before you come over here.
I ain't committing to nothing.
Well, before you come over here.
So you just go ignore my question.
Before you come over here, you conceding that you lost to K Money?
I say so. Once Dave Chappelle enters the venue, the folks that have gathered, fans
outside,
and whatnot,
waiting to get in.
Right? Is he responsible for their actions?
For their actions outside?
Outside, yeah.
At the venue, period.
No.
So you saying you lost to K Money? Yes or no?
Because you said
you're contradicting yourself now.
Did you lose?
You know you fucked up, don't you?
You know you did.
Did you lose?
You said Kai Cenat was responsible for all of them people.
I don't know. what y'all talking about? I don't know where y'all heard
You
that
say
from.
he was responsible for all them
That
people
is
and what
not
they
what I
did
said.
because he
And
brought
back
them
to you.
together.
I was gonna say,
did you lose before you come over
I
here?
didn't lose. I agree
I'm
with
asking
K
you.
Money.
I'm asking you.
I won.
Oh, how the hell you?
All right, man.
Did you lose? Yes or no?
So Kai Tai. So
Kai-
he,
Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of True Tuesday. We out. This concludes another True Tuesday episode, and be sure you tune in tomorrow for Women Wednesday with Freddie G. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all you YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. And to all my 52 Scott faithfuls, it may be new to you, but if you heard it here, then you know it's true.